Hello and welcome. This is Leslie, and today I am doing a project for Not2Shabby featuring their July monthly mood board challenge. So that is the board, and these are the products I am using. I'm using enamel dots and some card fronts called Tropical Dreams, and I love this paper. This is so much fun. You can just take one of these sheets, put it on an A2 card base, add a sentiment, and you have your card. So there is 2 of every design here, and there's 12 designs, so about 24 cards. Plus there's bonus sentiments included as well. These are A2 size, like I said, so it's the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and these are just so pretty. I love this pineapple. We're going to be using this paper today in a card. This butterfly is probably my favorite. I love it so much. And this turtle, just very much summer vibes. And then of course the sentiments here: tropic like it's hot. That's funny. Aloha, let's hit the beach. The beach is calling. Have a sweet, sweet summer. Aloha, it's your day. Have a sunny day. Sending you sunshine, and hello summer. So let's go ahead and get the first card started here. I am just bringing in just one of the A2 cards. I did cut it down about 1/4 of an inch here, just so I could have the blue border, because I am going to show you how you can dress up some of these. Like I said, you could just take one of these card fronts, put it on a card base, add a sentiment, and call it a day, which is absolutely beautiful. But today I'm going to just show you some of the ways you can play with it. So I am inking up the edges there just to kind of mimic what it already had going, and then I'm going to go ahead and put some yellow ink on the sentiment here. Because this is so light ink, it doesn't cover up the sentiment at all, so I just felt like it, instead of having a stark white, I'm using color that actually goes with the print here. So I'm just adding all that citrine goodness, and then I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of orange around the sides here. You could use any ink to do this, and it just adds a little bit more of a pop to that sentiment and brings your eye to it. So I'm going to go ahead and get that fully covered around, just to kind of give a vignette going around that sentiment, and then clean up my workspace here. So this is how it comes out. Have a sweet, sweet summer. I love this so much. And then I'm going to go ahead and just use some tape adhesive to get this on that blue cardstock. Now you will want to wait a little bit longer than I did to let the ink dry. This paper does have a bit of a gloss feel to it, which I love, but it makes it so that ink does need to take a little bit longer to dry. So either hit it with your heat tool or give it some time. So I did cut out the van, and of course I'm adding some more the brown ink around the van piece that I cut out and around the sentiment. I'm going to use that. As you can see, it doesn't dry well. I'm going to use that van and pop it up on foam tape here, because I want to add some more dimension and depth to my card. So I'm going to get all these little circles peeled off here, and then we're going to go ahead and get it put right back on to the card. This simple little hack just adds so much dimension and interest to the card itself. And then I am going to bump up that sentiment strip as well, and I'm just was kind of getting a feel for where I wanted to put it. Since it is a bit of a longer sentiment, it does kind of cover the entire width of the card. So I did decide to put it up here at the top, and it just worked out so well. And then we're going to bring in those enamel dots that match this pattern paper, and we're going to go ahead and get some of this blue shade on here just to add a little bit more bling and interest. We're going to do 2 at the top right hand corner, and then I am going to do 3 at the bottom left here near that van here. And I love that van. That definitely brings you back to like the 70s kind of thing, and just groovy. I love it. So that is my first card here, and it's just so pretty. So another way to kind of bring some more dimension to these cards is to do some cut aparts here. So I'm just bringing in my set of rectangle dies that I have, and I'm going to cut this paper up, and then I'm using the next size up on the rectangle to cut out this coral cardstock that matches real well. And we are going to kind of create a dimensional triangle. It's kind of a pyramid if you look at it sideways. So just using some tape adhesive to get the outside border put down. Of course, lining it up with my white card base. It did not line up correctly. I think I need a sharper blade, or I need a new guillotine, because it just does not line up ever. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the pattern paper on its coordinating cardstock so that that's all set together. And you do want to use the next size bigger for the colored cardstock, just so it hides the missing pieces of the pattern paper here. So you kind of see how it lines up here. You could use foam tape. I'm going to use foam tape today, but you could just use some extra cardstock in your stash. You just want to create enough dimension that it doesn't bend in the missing spaces. So I'm just lining up my foam tape here. I'm going to cut off some strips for both this piece and the next one. And through the magic of editing, you don't have to watch me struggle with that. If you've watched my channel very long, you know foam tape, I have a love-hate relationship with it, because, you know, I love it. It hates me. It's fine. And then getting that set down in the very middle, and then we're going to go ahead and set this particular top one in the very middle as well, and it just kind of creates just a beautiful depth of this photo. And then of course I am going to do the same thing that I did for the first sentiment. I am going to add a little bit of ink on these sentiments here, and just so it's not stark white on this card, just because there is no stark white on this. So I'm just kind of bringing in more of that corally color that is part of the mood board. And then I'm going to go ahead and get this cut out, real fussy cutting. And then I did cut it in half so that it fits better on my card. So like I said, today is part of the July monthly mood board challenge. It's over on the Not2Shabby blog. We want you to participate in this challenge. There's a beautiful summer vibes going on here for the board challenge, and we want you to show us your cards as well. So show off your crafty creations using some Not2Shabby products. Create a card getting inspiration from the colors or images on the mood board, and then link your card to the blog post and get put in a giveaway for a chance to win a gift card to Not2Shabby. So it's a fun thing monthly to really get your crafty juices flowing here. And you are going to be seeing a lot of inspiration throughout the month by me and my fellow Not2Shabby designers for this mood board challenge particularly. So definitely be coming back and seeing all the beautiful cards that are going to be made, and we want to see yours too. So definitely check out that blog post. It is down in the description box below. These are my two cards that I made today, both of them a little bit different, but they both work for the mood challenge board. So really have fun with it. Get creative, be inspired by the colors or the images, and then show it off and get a chance to win a gift card to Not2Shabby. So thank you for watching. You guys have a great day. I will see you in another video soon. Hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe if you're new, and I hope you have a very crafty day. Bye.